Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the San Diego Padres.
We welcome you to San Diego. The Padres are so glad to be back home and to Petco Park, where it's a party in the park, Cerveza Fest. It's also game 1 of 3 between the Minnesota Twins and the San Diego Padres. Players Weekend across Major League Baseball with personalities on display for all to see, with all kinds of enhanced equipment to show off. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orso, along with Tony Gwynn Jr. Welcome to Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. Well, the Padres are fresh off a trip in which they went 3-3, so kind of average. I'll tell you who wasn't average. That was Fernando Tatis Jr. He was outstanding.
Fernando Tatis Jr. And he operated a lot like 007, very stealth-like. But in all seriousness, Tati's starting to heat up in the type of way I think that we expected him to get hot. The homers are coming. He had the line drive shot at 115 out in Cleveland, and then he had the 2-homer night, one in which went in the second deck. But he's an all-around type of player, whether we're talking hitting on the bases and obviously the robbery heard around the world. Tati is heating up at the right time. The Padres offense certainly needs him, and they're going to need him as they move forward in the rest of this season.
Minnesota Twins are here. They're second in the AL Central. They're holding a wild card spot right now, and they're led by their all-star Byron Buxton.
Yeah, this Central Division, or even the wild card, has been just wild this year. And when you have a player as electric as Byron Buxton is, you are going to have a chance to win a division like this, or to end up in the wild card. You look at the numbers: 25 homers on each season, 845 OPS. He's been healthy for most of the season, and much like Tati, he does it all. He can hit, he can run, and you can see him snatching hits from everybody else on the opposing team. The Padres will have their hands full this week.
Coming up, starters on a roll. One of the areas the Padres game has vastly improved is the quality of starts for their starters. Mary Lou's Cook will check in with the manager to get his thoughts. That's next from San Diego.
Padres starting rotation has found its groove, and today it's Randy Vasquez's turn to keep that going. Since August 8th, Padres starters have 6 wins and 8 quality starts, best in Major League Baseball. Their opponent average and opponent OPS in that time amongst the best as well. Now, Padres have now gotten 4 quality starts consecutively for the first time this season, and Randy Vasquez, of course, is hoping to make it 5 in a row for the Padres today. But really, that's part of a much bigger turnaround that we're seeing here in San Diego since they've gotten some of those reinforcements at the trade deadline, and Robbie Ray and Casey Mize. We're seeing the Padres record in their last 11, 6-2, the ERA 2.61, the WHIP much lower, the innings pitched. You're seeing more of that as well. And of course, I think what's staggering here is the quality starts 8 in the last 11 as opposed to just 5 in the previous 47 games. So before the game had a chance to catch up with the manager Craig Stammen on what gives him confidence that Randy Vasquez can continue the positive trend in San Diego tonight.
I think the one thing that he's done here lately is pound the strike zone. And when he pounds the strike zone, he's got a lot of pitches that have a lot of movement. He can be very effective, and hopefully that leads to another quality start.
For your rotation to have found some form of consistency, especially after the trade deadline and the new guys that you guys have added, how beneficial and important has that been for you guys, especially as you have been doing much better, and I know that that's been a big part of it.
Yeah, I think good starting pitching leads to more wins and closer baseball games that you're in almost every single game. And the one benefit that we've seen now is it's definitely given our pen a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a break, so where they can be a little bit more fresh and be at the top of their game when we need them.
San Diego Padres and Minnesota Twins all set for a 3-game weekend set from Petco Park. First pitch is coming up next.
Catch the ball with the championship on the line.
Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By your Lexus dealers in Carlsbad, El Cajon, Escondido, and San Diego. We invite you to test drive a Lexus today. And by Sequan Casino Resort, official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. Well, welcome sight that is. The Padres are back home. Let's look at our drone cam presented by Big Bully Turf. And a beautiful night here at Petco Park in San Diego. Not a lot of clouds around, lots of sunshine. And a look at the wild card standings right now. The Phillies are tied with the Cardinals right now, the bottom of the 9th inning in Philadelphia. And this is where the Padres sit. They have a spot right now going into this game. The Diamondbacks are a game back, as on the mound tonight for the San Diego Padres getting ready is Randy Vasquez.
Randy throwing the ball a lot better here as of late. Look at the numbers on the year, 8-6 with a 4.30 ERA. Opponent's hitting .281. Padres have toggled back and forth between letting Randy start and bringing him in as a kind of a bulk guy on some of these bullpen days for the Padres.
Well, let's check out the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Luke Kershaw will lead it off here. He's the right fielder with Byron Buxton in center. Josh Bell, former Padre, the DH, with Brian Jeffers doing the catching. Cody Clemens, Roger Clemens' son, is at second base. Royce Lewis at first with Trevor Larnach in left field. Brooks Lee at third. And Kalen Culpepper is the shortstop, batting ninth for the Minnesota Twins. Let's see who's in the field for the Padres tonight. Brought to you by Valley View Casino and Hotel. It's Hayes in left, Merrill in center. Tatis Jr. around in right. Third to first, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and France, with Fermin doing the catching for Vasquez. And again, Players Weekend across Major League Baseball. You're going to see a lot of different stuff on the uniforms, cleats, belts, you name it. Their personality is going to be shining through all weekend.
Bats, catching equipment.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the one weekend players get to truly express themselves the way they feel they need to. Gone away from the kind of almost little league type jerseys that they were trying to connect with the youngins with, and bringing the real things back to the game.
So here we go. Game one of a 3-game series from Petco Park in San Diego. Luke Kershaw standing in here for the Twins. First pitch of this one from Randy Vasquez is in there for strike one. We're underway from San Diego. Very comfortable night in San Diego. First of 3 between the Padres and the Twins. Obviously a team the Padres don't get to see a lot of. And right now, heading into tonight's action, they're in second in the American League Central and hold a wild card spot heading in. Derek Shelton, the former Pittsburgh Pirates manager, now at the helm here of the Twins, taking over for Rocco Baldelli, who had been here for some years. 1-1 is popped up. Left side, Manny Machado coming in onto the infield lawn for out number 1. They've done quite well against the Padres, so probably a good thing they don't see them that often. 21-11 record all time against the Padres, best record of any National League opponent versus any National League opponent. They do the best against San Diego.
It's really no method or madness for why that is.
Buxton will pop it up foul off to the right. An all-star for the 3rd time. Byron Buxton, when you think of the Twins, you think about him.
No doubt. This is one of the premier athletes in this league when he's healthy. Although struggling a little bit since coming off the IL 6 games ago. 3 for his last 20 with 6 punchies. Padres hoping to continue that here.
He's been the face of the franchise. Back to make the catch is Cronenworth. Ducked back to the short lawn in right center for out number 2. Let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud.
Look at the arsenal. He's got the whole kitchen sink. 4-seamer, cutter, sinker, curveball, change, sweeper, slider. All of those, you know, in the middle of the plate. Wants to get those a little bit out of that middle and towards the corners a little bit more.
2 down for Josh Bell, old friend Josh Bell. Dribbles one in front of the plate. Now it is Fermin. He'll fire to first for the out. It's a 6-pitch first inning for Randy Vasquez. That'll work. Twins don't score. Padres are coming up. Twins don't score in the top of the first inning. Padres coming up in the bottom of the first. Their lineup is brought to you by UC San Diego Health. As Tatis lead it off, he's in right. Rengifo the DH. Machado at third with France at first. Merrill in center. Bogarts at short with Hayes in left. Fernandez at catching, and Cronenworth at second base. Rounds out the starting 9 for San Diego. Connor Prelip is on the mound tonight for the Twins. It's his 18th start of the season. There's Fernando in on the right side.
That bat doesn't express Fernando Tatis Jr. I don't know what does. Seems like it fits him perfectly.
Chops one left side. Culpepper has got a great arm. Gets it to first base in time to retire Fernando. It's time now for the Sequat Casino Resort scouting report.
For Prelip, it's pretty simple. Get on the heater, and it's something the Padres have done very well here in the second half. Opponents hitting 315 on the fastball, 235 against the off speed. So we'll see if a trend that I think started on that last road trip of teams really using the breaking ball a lot more than they have earlier in the season against the Padres.
One down for Luis Rengifo. We'll take a look at strike one. Prelip started really good. He had a 2.88 ERA after his first 5 major league starts, never allowing more than 2 earned runs in any of those outings. His last 12 though been a little fuzzy. 6.32 ERA. Here's a fly ball to right center. Buxton moves over and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down here in the first inning. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink. 2 down in the first for Manny. Both starters 2 outs on 4 pitches. That's hard to do, but they're doing it. Randy Vasquez first, and now Connor Prelip as the first 2 outs here of the first inning. Manny up to 24 home runs, 71 runs batted in, and the 215 average to start the night. So the road's been a little fuzzy too for Prelip. 0-3 with a 6.15 ERA. And yep, he's on the road.
Indeed.
To left, and that's in for a base hit. And a 2-out knock for Manny Machado.
Good piece of hitting from Manny there. Tried to locate the changeup, bottom of the zone away, and Manny covers it. Able to kind of flick it out in the left field. 2-out knock for the Pods. See Prelip disappointed that he made a good pitch there, and it still ended up in left field for a knock.
Opponents have a .316 batting average on balls in play against Prelip. As Ty France taps one foul. Ty at 291, 17 homers, 52 runs batted in.
It's been one of the most consistent hitters for the Padres really all year. Ooh.
High drive, deep left field for Ty France. Larnach is back, he is looking up, and it is long gone. Viva la France! A 2-run home run for Ty France. Padres take a 2-0 lead in the first inning.
This Players Weekend, they call him Big Eiffel. Exit stage left for Ty France, 18th of the year, RBIs 53 and 54. Padres enjoying some home cooking early. 2-0 ball game. Fastball, middle. And that was a good swing, ladies and gentlemen.
So 2 down, 2 runs in. There's Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. Curveball. A fastball at the first pitch. The Padres fans just scored a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box with that home run by that guy, Ty France. On the ground down the first baseline, foul. Jackson down 0-2. We got 2 outs on 4 pitches, then 2 runs on the next 5. Things have happened quickly. Base hit for Manny Machado, the 2-run shot for Ty France, and the Padres off to the fast start.
Once again, more 2-out magic for this ball club. They have done so much damage really all season long with 2 outs. It's been somewhat of a lucky charm for them this season.
Swing and a miss. Merrill strikes out, but the damage has been done. A 2-run shot for Ty France, his 18th of the year. With Machado at first, Ty France takes it out of the yard to left field. Puts the Padres on top 2-0 after 1 from San Diego.
Too late.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Welcome back to Petco Park. Padres lead the Twins 2-0 in the top of the second as we take a look at that UC San Diego Health scoreboard. It's Players Weekend across Major League Baseball, and you can see Freddie Fermin is very, very proudly representing his home country of Venezuela, but there's an especially important meaning behind all of the stuff that he's wearing, his gear that you see there. Of course, he's got the flag representing Venezuela, and one of the important things that he's looking to bring awareness to is the earthquakes that happened in his home country back on June 24th, 2026. When you see him batting in the game, you'll see he actually has that date of the earthquakes on his bat. He also has Para Venezuela, meaning for Venezuela, on his cleats. And of course, like you see, the flag there proudly across his chest. He'll be raising money for the American Red Cross as they look to help some of the victims of that earthquake in Venezuela.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Mariluz. That's outstanding. And certainly we stand with him as well.
But guys, not all of his gear is that serious. He also has a bat with his Frenchies, and I think most importantly, and very important to him, is he's got a belt on that has a number of photos of himself donned all across
Wow.
it. Yes, blowing a bubble, his face there. He was very, very excited about his belt when I talked to him earlier today. Freddie loves Freddie. What can you say? We love Freddie.
The Ferminator.
Yeah,
That was a Ferminator, huh?
That's the Ferminator.
Huh.
Yeah.
that's what they tell us.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's the Ferminator. You didn't know that?
I knew he was the Ferminator. I didn't
Yeah.
know that guy on his belt was the Ferminator.
Oh, okay. Vasquez a little late to cover, but he gets there. For out number 2, Cody Clemens is retired. Didn't break right away, but gets there ahead of Clemens.
Ty France is so impressive defensively. I know he went out and won a Gold Glove, but to see it in person has been so impressive in 2026. Nice diving stop, gets the flip to Vasquez in time. Quick 2 outs for Randy.
So 2-way brings up Royce Lewis. Swinging at that first pitch, fouls it off to the right. We had him on earlier this season, and he was during batting practice. We had him mic'd up. And he was telling us the reason that he went out and won that Gold Glove. He was last, metrics-wise, in all of baseball as a first baseman. That would upset me too.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I mean, give him all the credit in the world for fixing that.
It gives you a peek into the window of Ty France and how he operates. I mean, that was his motivation to becoming a Gold Glove. He credits this Minnesota organization for helping him get to that point.
Swinging a foul tip.
Specifically, Carlos Correa, who is apparently a guru at how they calculate these things. So he's kind of been able to attack it from a couple of different ends, and it's just terrific to see him be the defender as well as have the offensive year he's having this season.
Completely well-rounded. All facets. And the beneficiary has been the San Diego Padres in 2026.
No doubt.
1-2 is popped up foul. That'll get out of play. The Ferminator gives it a look. Oh, I see. You're questioning whether that actually looked like the Furminator or not. I guess is your question.
That was my question.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. A little fuzzy.
A little fuzzy.
Yeah, it could have been a couple different guys. Ball and 2 strikes here to Royce Lewis. Reaches out and fouls it just to our right. When Padres pitchers can't on you, your entire pet lineup wins. Petco Vital Care members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score 25% off your total purchase. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Two is just going to miss. No challenge.
Let the miss off. About a half a baseball.
Eighth pitch coming here to Lewis, battling away with 2 down in the inning. Out ahead of this, down the left field line, foul. Had the distance. A foul ball. Fortunately out ahead.
Rose Lewis has some thump in his bat. He was out in front, and that ball ended up above the Cutwater sign in the 3rd deck.
Here's pitch 20 of the night for Vasquez. Straightens it out, but this will stay in the yard. Coming from left is Austin Hayes on the run to make the catch. It'll end the inning. Vasquez has retired the first 6. Padres have a 2-0 lead. Kick off the end of summer. The Padres host the Minnesota Twins tomorrow with a post-game fireworks spectacular presented by Turtle Box. Set to blockbuster movies and some of the greatest movie scores. Secure your seats at Padres.com/tickets. No word yet, though, if Fever Pitch is one of those movie scores, legendary movie scores that they're going to be playing tomorrow night for fireworks. Maybe they will. We'll see.
What has your interest about a Fever Pitch?
Oh, well, I was in it. I acted in it.
I figured.
It was one of my films.
One of your films.
Yep,
huh?
one of them. Xander Bogaerts leading it off. It's not all about me, but
Yeah, I got you. Good flick.
220, 11 home runs, 46 runs batted in. My first partner who actually saw the movie, if you did see it.
I did see it.
Okay, because everybody else refuses to watch it.
Well, that's kind of in the rom-com category of my age group. So,
right.
yeah,
Nice.
I did
Well,
see
welcome.
it.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
This one is fouled off to the right. The other guy who sits there most nights refuses to watch the film.
Well, he hasn't watched the movie after the '89.
No, you're right.
So
that's where it ended. That's where all movies ended. Apparently.
You're not gonna get much out of it.
No. Bogaerts will take the strike. 2-2. Prelip got the first 2 outs in Fernando and Rengifo. And then a single to Machado, the 2-run home run for Ty France. And that's where we're at right now. Padres have a 2-0 lead as they bat in the 2nd inning.
Good to see Xander back in the lineup. Left the game early on Wednesday. Had some leg discomfort, but back in the lineup here today.
Off day yesterday for the Padres. Reverse splits for Prelip. Left-handed batters at 313, right-handers at 233. And a swing and a miss. Bogaerts strikes out. So he closed the first by striking out Merrill. He opens the second by striking out Bogaerts. And there's one out here in the 2nd inning.
Late movement on that slider. Able to get it underneath the hands of Bogey. He goes down swinging.
On down in the 2nd for Austin Hayes. Good-sized gap out in left center field with center fielder Byron Buxton over towards right center. He may have punched at it. Yeah, he did. Chad Fairchild, first base umpire, said he offered. Chased the curveball.
Again, gets it under the hands. Hayes tried to stop the swing, but ventured a little too far.
A strike three gets him looking. 3 strikeouts in a row now for Prelip, who is settled in at the bottom of the zone with that one.
All spin there to get Hayes. Started him off with a slider and then finished him with 3 consecutive curveballs. This last one right on the black to get the punching. 3 straight now for Prelip.
2 down here in the second inning for the Ferminator, Freddie Fermin. Fermin bats out of the 8 spot. Relatively quiet trip, was 2 for 11 on the trip. Padres 3-3 on the road trip. Cleveland and New York. I think he went. Yeah, he did. They check again with Chad Fairchild. The result the same. Said he offered.
And the slider seems to be giving right-handed hitters some troubles here tonight.
To right center, falling fast. Buxton dives into the air to make the catch. What a catch. Man, hurt himself in the process, but Byron Buxton, he ran a while and then he went leaping in the air to make that grab.
He is elite. Might have knocked the wind out of himself. Yeah, terrific play.
Wow.
By Buxton.
Really impressive. Robs Fermin of a base hit. 2-0 Padres.
Having the additions of Casey and Robbie, I think that allows the team to be a little more comfortable with making sure that I'm in the right spot physically and, pitch count and inning wise. So, realistically, I didn't think it was an opportunity to come back. I would have loved it to go that way, but I think 6 innings, 85 pitches seems like a reasonable mark for me. So hopefully that's what we'll get to in this next one and then look at returning here.
So the next step for Joe Musgrove will be throwing a bullpen this weekend, and then what we hope will be his final rehab assignment in the upcoming week. Now, some good news on the front of Nick Pivetta there, who we're getting a little glimpse of. He pitched in a Bridge League game at the team's complex in Peoria, Arizona yesterday. This was, of course, after he paused activity for a while after August 4th after experiencing some issues, a little bit of a setback. So he threw 2 innings yesterday. We're going to see how he feels and when his next bullpen will be. So, of course, we'll keep you updated on that. But hopefully good things to come for Nick in the near future here.
All right. Thanks very much, Mary Louise. Larnick leading it off, and a 2-hopper out to second base, and Cronenworth for the first out of the 3rd inning. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Brooks Lee. You mentioned off the top, Randy Vasquez has done both, starting and been the bulk guy. In fact, last 10 appearances for Vasquez, and even split, 5 have been starts and 5 have been technically relief appearances.
Yeah, I think the last, I'd say 2 or 3 outings, whether they have been a starter or the bulk guy, he started to look a little bit more like he did at the beginning of the season through the first 9 or 10 starts.
And those numbers are really good to begin the year.
Now look, the reality is there's already 4 spots taken. When Joe comes back, it's likely that's going to be his spot, but you still want Randy to be in a good headspace, throwing the ball well, because they can use him in many different roles out of the bullpen.
I would think he'd be very valuable coming out of the pen.
But you've got to make sure he's right before that happens, and I think he's certainly been trending that way.
Swinging a foul tip, evening the count at 2-2. He's retired the first 7 that he has faced in the ball game tonight. Has one down here in the 3rd inning.
Ryan Walsh giving the Furminator a little time, a little stinger in the hand after that foul ball.
Boy, he's been beat up this year.
Man, I'm happy it's the hand, not the head.
Yep. Most times it is. Fly ball, center field. Merrill makes his way back, shy of the track. He will haul it in for out number 2. Celebrate Jackson Merrill's signature defense with a collectible that freezes his highlight reel snag, the Merrill Robbery Bobblehead. Presented by Serpro, limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance on Monday, August 24th, when the Padres host the Pirates at 6:40. Visit Padres.com/giveaways. It is a great item. Is this the first you've seen it?
It's the first time I've seen it.
It's really good. It looks a lot like it. My favorite part is the ball that is actually in the glove. You see the stealing going on right there.
I think my favorite part is the cool as a cucumber look he has on his face as he's robbing the home.
Yes. That is actual.
Light work for him.
He's very cool. But I'm sure he's going to like his ups too, as far as the how high he is in the air to make this.
I think he might want a little more than.
Want some more ups?
Get some more ups on that one.
We'll get some more. I was impressed. I can't get up there. 2 hopper to 3rd. Machado throws on the run in time. It's a 10-pitch inning. Vasquez has retired the first 9. Padres have a 2-0 lead.
$60 a year on auto insurance.
2-0 Padres have lead Twins as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. That's who's coming up. Cronenworth, Tatis, and Rengifo. The board is correct. Well, this offense has been rejuvenated. Look back since July 7th. Well, they were 3.87 runs per game before. Now up over 5 since. Batting average up to 268. The OPS. And those were major league worst numbers at that point. They have certainly turned things around.
They have. They seemingly have been ready for the heater, and I think everything else has come behind that. Once a pitcher realizes he can't blow the fastball by, you got to start leaning on the secondary stuff. I think the Padres have just been a tougher lineup to deal with 1 through 9. And I think, the simple reason, Manny, Toddy, Jackson have all started to get going probably since that day.
Did the approach change at all from that group we just saw as far as what they were instructing?
I think so. I think the game plan got simplified, and I think they were able to take off from there. I think it started with getting on the fastball though. So often, a lot of teams facing the Padres felt comfortable that they could just stay on the fastball. As you look at some of the post All-Star break rankings, top 5 in every major category. Got to get it done.
Yeah, well,
I think the strikeouts have really been another thing that have helped the Padres. You think about all the 2-out magic they've produced. Put the ball in play.
The ball's 2 strikes here to Cronenworth, leading it off, batting out of the 9th spot. 4 in a row retired by Connor Prelip. 3 of the last 4 by way of the K. And a full count now.
Now this is to the lefty. I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier. Going back to that Guardian series, started to see pitchers use the breaking ball a lot more. Seeing the same thing here today with Prelip.
Did he go? Yes, he did. And they ring him up. I didn't think he did, but third base umpire Chad Whitson said he did. That's the 4th strikeout now for Prelip.
It seemed a little questionable as we get our first look. It's a tough one. 50-50.
First out here, the 3rd 5 in a row. Now retired by Prelip, and 4 of the 5 on strikeouts. Here's Fernando, 2nd time through this order, and a liner into left field for a base hit. Larnach over to play it. Fernando headed for 2nd. The throw will be high, and he's in safely to 2nd base. 1-out double for Fernando.
Out the box. Toddy was thinking about 2. Again, first pitch, breaking ball. It's a curve ball. They want it out. It ends up right in the middle of the plate. Prelip lucky this ball stayed in the yard, but out of the box, Toddy is hunting 2. Looked like Larnach might have struggled to get the grip, and that only cost him even more. Toddy with the 1-out double.
Here's Rengifo with Fernando at 2nd, 1 away. Fly out to center field in the 1st inning, getting his 2nd look at Connor Prelip. Line to left down the line, but foul. Dirt Cam presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel. Look at the slide.
No one makes Dirt Cam look as good as Toddy.
Is it 2nd with 1 away. Padres on top 2-0 as they bat here in the home half of the 3rd inning. On the ground and by the dive of the shortstop Culpepper. Fernando had to go back to 2nd, so he's now just getting to 3rd on the base hit by Rengifo. Padres have runners at the corners with 1 away.
Creating some pressure. Toddy kind of had to head back towards 2nd because that ball was close to Culpepper. He almost makes this play. That prevents Toddy from scoring, but sets up 1st and 3rd for Manny Machado.
And he singled to left in the 1st inning. Came around to score the 1st Padres run of the night. His 2nd look at Prelip. They're at the corners with 1 away. And a ground ball headed to shortstop. Culpepper to 2nd for 1, on to 1st. That's 2. And it is inning ending. Double play grounded into by Manny Machado to end the inning. Padres have the 2-0 lead. Two-0 Padres have lead over the Twins. Sun setting. Let's look at our drone cam presented by Big Bully Turf.
What a beautiful place.
We're celebrating the best fans in baseball during Fan Appreciation Month, presented by Motorola Razr. During September, there will be rewards, surprises, exclusive member benefits, and unforgettable experiences. Secure your tickets today for a chance to win several prizes valued over $500. More at Padres.com/appreciation. Big month coming up in these parts. Luke Kershaw leading it off here in the 4th inning for the Twins. First time in Randy Vasquez's career that he's been perfect through the first 3 innings. 6-pitch first, 14-pitch second, 10-pitch third. Tiring all 9 Twins.
For the most part, Vasquez's been in the zone. Got some early contact, some early outs.
His control has been stellar so far, too. Sometimes running into control problems from time to time. Not the case so far tonight. There's a liner to left and a base hit off the bat of Kershaw.
I think Randy's control issues when he's having them can come twofold, right? It can be control outside of the zone and control too much in the zone. This is a fastball, ends up middle. Kershaw with a nice rope in the left field for a leadoff knock.
First base runner to reach is Kershaw here, and fly ball down the right field line, foul. Byron Buxton made a tremendous catch 2 innings ago. Lined out to second base in his first plate appearance and his first look at Randy Vasquez.
25 home runs, tied for 10th in the AL.
An all-star for the 3rd time. And he's really become the face of the franchise.
He is the rare superstar now that seemingly has no interest in leaving the place he started. Much like Mike Trout. They've tried. He has no interest. He wants to be a Minnesota Twin for life, and you got to respect that. Rides the heater up. High level change. See if he goes with spin here. 1-2. Going back in.
Shot to third. Machado will go to second base, and that throw is in time to get Kershaw at second base. Almost threw it away, but a nice stretch there from Cronenworth, grabbing that to get the out. And we'll see if they're going to challenge this or not, whether he came off or not.
It's a smart play by Jake. I think he recognized there was only one out to be made there with Buxton running down the line, and kind of just turned into a first baseman here just to make sure he got the out. One of the rare misfires from Manny Machado, but Jake there to make the play.
Now Josh Bell. A little number in front of the plate, first time up. And Fermin hopped out, fired to first for the out. Numbers since the beginning of August for Bell, hitting a .361 OPS over 1,000. 4 of the 17 home runs he has on the year, and a 22-game on-base streak. And that one hit him. Got him on the knee, apparently grazed him. And down to first he goes.
First real sticky inning for Vasquez. And this one catches the fabric on the pant leg there. I don't even know that the knee actually felt it.
So Buxton to second, Bell at first with 1 out. That brings up Ryan Jeffers, catcher, who flied out to center field in the 2nd inning. Yeah, first traffic that Randy Vasquez has had to deal with in tonight's game.
Jeffers coming off of 8 for 25 homestand. Swung the bat well for this ball club.
In the spot at 333, driving in 35 with runners in scoring position, as Buxton is right now at second. He's having a little more success here, second time through.
Vasquez showing a little frustration with himself. He's falling behind. Every batter except for Buxton in this inning.
To right center field on the run, and coming from right is Fernando to make the catch. Wasn't sure if Merrill was going to get there, but looked up and Fernando was there for out number 2. No advance for the base runners. That'll bring up Cody Clemens, who got robbed of a hit first time up.
He hits the wrong area. Pretty much first and third are no goals right now. Ty France with a nice sliding stop. Took a hit away from Cody Clemens in the first one.
That's here with 2 down, first and second here for the Twins. .295, 2 outs and runners in scoring position. A drive to right field. Fernando is back at the wall, and it's off the fence. Buxton will score. Bell coming around. Here comes the throw from right, and throw to third. 2 runs are in. This game's tied. Off the fence in right field. Fernando couldn't get this one. And the Twins have tied it up. And it's Cody Clemens getting it done.
This ball spanked and won it in. It ends up right in the middle of the plate. It's a cutter. This ball hit too hard for Toddy to kind of get his feet under him and make a play on it. Clears the bases. Clemens slides in just ahead of the tag for Manny. 2 RBI triple for Clemens.
This will bring Ruben Niebla out here to talk to Vasquez.
And Vasquez all of a sudden falling behind and then missing in the middle of the plate. Twins taking full advantage.
Royce Lewis coming up next here once this meeting breaks up. Now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Don't get FOMO. Get my Philly style bonus Jack combos and new Philly Munchie Meal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Well, the Padres had a 2-0 lead with 2 outs in this inning, but a triple off the fence in right for Cody Clemens, son of Roger Clemens. Ties this game up 2-2 very quickly, and now you got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. And Royce Lewis at the plate here for Minnesota.
Cody's now extended his hitting streak to 5 games.
That's his 6th triple, by the way. No other Twin has more than 3.
He's in a good yard for triples with all the big walls and balls ricocheting everywhere.
Lewis flied out to left field in the second inning, 0 for 1.
Kind of seen it in this inning. First 3 innings, Vasquez getting ahead, 0-1. This inning has been the opposite. He's fallen behind.
Down the line at third, but foul.
Line drive almost took Clemens out.
Next pitch would be 50 all of a sudden here for Vasquez. That's why you stand in foul ground, right?
That's exactly why.
Whoa. Thank you, Freddie, in the head again. Look at the mask again. There's about 20 dents in there now.
Oof. At least that one got him a little bit towards the side. I think the ones that become troublesome are the ones that catch you square.
Popped up. Foul ground for Mean coming back. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Twins coming up with 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. Tie the score 2-2. We come back. Todd France will lead it off. He homered his last time up. Two to two. Twins and Padres now all tied as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Sun has set. Off to the left here at Petco Park in downtown San Diego. Well, Connor Prelip breaking ball usage this season, and tonight, any more breaking balls than usual.
Quite a bit. And this is something we started to see against this Padre offense as they've gotten hot. Really getting on the heater. In the Guardian series, they saw a season low 39.5% fastballs. It's the lowest mark any team has thrown against them all season.
Word travels fast in this league.
It does. Today you see off-speed breaking balls being used almost 60% of the time. And you know, I just think it's really a testament to the Padres improving on the fastball, but it also tells you how quick information spreads in this league.
Yeah, if they're on the fastball, we're not going to give you a fastball.
They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
When it makes it easier for a team when you're not on the fastball, because that just opens up so many things, and you could see why the Padres struggled early in the season. But as they've gotten better with the fastball, all of a sudden the spin has started to show up more.
There's a leadoff walk for Ty France, who homered off him in the first inning, so much more careful in dealing with him here as the first free pass served up by Prelip of his outing. Leadoff walk for France. This is what he has featured tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see sliders.
Sliders usually at the top, but the fastball is next. Third is the curveball. So you see he's moved up the spin a little bit more. He's not even using the four-seamer, which is the second most used pitch in his arsenal. He's using it the fourth most today. So I think he's using the sinker because a little more movement, not straight. There you go, first pitch slider to Jackson.
So 7 of his 8 swings and misses induced have been on breaking balls. Merrill takes the strike. Here's the four-seamer at 96. So it's there. He'll use it. And he uses it there against Merrill. The lefty-lefty matchup here.
Probably got a call a little bit off the plate. Right back to spin.
Working on the first base side of the rubber. And now he's over on the third base side. Just moved a little bit.
Around, huh?
Yeah, he's moving around. Last pitch he was on the first base side. This is foul back to the backstop.
Huh. That might be a tip. We'll pay more attention to that.
Different pitches, different
pitches, if he's indeed doing that.
Setups. Could be imagining it too altogether. I don't know. I might have messed that entire thing up. But I was about to talk about how he was on the first base side, and then all of a sudden he's on the third base side. That is strike 3. Merrill can't believe it, but there's a 5th strikeout for Prelip and the first out of the inning. At the bottom of the zone, it was a strike.
Four-seam fastball. They want it away. It ends up inner third. Catches Jackson by surprise. As he goes down looking.
So France at first with one away. Here's Xander Bogaerts. There was a strikeout victim in the second inning. Left side to third. Lee will go to second for one. On to first. It's close, but it's in time. And for the second straight inning, the Padres have grounded into an inning-ending double play. Through 4, tied at 2. Padres baseball is brought to you by UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. By Mercury Insurance, smart insurance for smart people. And by your Toyota dealers, we make it easy. Now, the Padres had the 2-0 lead. The Twins answer with 2 of their own in the 4th inning. And to the 5th we go, tied up 2-2 from Petco Park in San Diego. Got a twilight at the moment as the Padres and Randy Vasquez dealing with the bottom third of this Twins order. Larnach, Lee, and Culpepper expected in the inning.
I think this is his shot to finish 5 right here. He's got to get these 3. I have a feeling if it gets beyond that, Padres may very well look to the pen.
Kyle Hart had been up earlier. Falling behind 2-0 to Larnach.
The 2-0 pitch there, a backdoor cutter.
He's back up again. Kyle Hart in the pen to start this 5th inning. Do you think this will be a relatively short leash in this inning then?
I think so. The fact that they got him up last inning kind of lets you know they were comfortable the first time through, and they wanted, and he did so well. He earned the right to go another time through.
Yeah, he retired 9 in a row. So he started his outing. Second time through is a different story. But he battles back here. A leadoff strikeout by Larnach to open up the 5th inning. That's the first strikeout of the night for Randy Vasquez.
Good battle back there from Randy. Fell behind 2-0. Made a good 2-0 pitch and then was able to work off of that. Pulls the string on Larnach here for the punch. Good changeup, good location.
Brooks Lee flied out to center. First at bat is he'll take a ball. Nobody has challenged yet ABS wise in this game as we play with 1 out in the 5th inning. Tells me that Brian Walsh, the home plate umpire, has done a pretty good job so far. Almost halfway through this game. No challenges.
Yeah, no, it seems like it.
Fly ball to left field. Hayes moving back onto the dirt of the track to make the catch route number 2. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam.
You wonder how much reputation before the game feeds into hitters' minds about ABS challenging. Like, you get an umpire that has a reputation for having a big zone, you kind of go in expecting it. Brian Walsh, who has a reputation of having a pretty tight zone, as you said, hasn't even got an offer yet.
Nope. Nobody has challenged any of his decisions to this point of the game. I've seen other umpires, I won't name names. I mean, first inning challenges are not unusual.
It's like
right away.
Immediately. They're itching. No need to mention any names.
No,
but,
I'm not going to say
yeah, I think it's pretty obvious when it happens.
They know who they are.
First inning challenges are rare to begin with. So when you're getting them, it's definitely a reputation playing into this.
Since about just 1 plate appearance over 5 pitches today, they have been so aggressive.
Yeah, they have.
That was the Lewis 9-pitch AB. It's only 1.
Culpepper coming off a 3-hit performance on Wednesday.
He's got a 7-game hitting streak, 10 for 26 during that time. And a swing and a miss. Nice inning for Randy Vasquez. 2 strikeouts and a flyout halfway through, tied at 2. Well, Eric Gribner, Padres chief executive officer, had this quote on the fans. We have the best fans in baseball, and their energy continues to make Petco Park an electric environment. Their passion and support have helped us set attendance records, maintain one of the top payrolls in baseball, and create a strong home field advantage. None of this would be possible without them. We're deeply grateful for their faithful support, and we look forward to celebrating them throughout September as we make a push for the postseason. And September will be all about the fans and fan appreciation. We look forward to that, and I talk to Eric Gribner himself tomorrow night about that and what's coming up here. It's going to be exciting times for the faithful.
Well deserved. They have come out in droves.
Incredibly. All season long.
I mean, it's gotten better each year, but I mean, going back to what was that, 2021, when they opened this bad boy up, it has looked the same pretty much every home game since.
Absolutely. Come to expect it. Austin Hayes leading it off here in the 5th. He struck out looking in the second inning, one of 5 Ks put together by Connor Prelip in tonight's game. Hayes, Fermin, and Cronenworth here in the last of the 5th for San Diego.
He's off the high heater there, moves the count to 2-2. But just in this at bat alone, changeup, curve, slider.
How many fastballs?
No. Another breaking ball.
Times through the lineup, jumping from 211 to 289, and then down again to 279. Usually you'll see a guy's third time through be much worse than that.
Yeah.
Here's the 8th pitch of this plate appearance for Austin Hayes. And that's outside for ball 3. We have the Verminator waiting on deck in this Players Weekend across Major League Baseball. From 0-2 to 3-2. And the 9th pitch of the at-bat, grounded softly down the third baseline. Lee's throw will be late. Beating it out is Hayes.
Austin Hayes picking him up and putting him down as the Twins won't challenge. For a well-placed swinging bunt here. Lee comes in. Does everything he could, maybe except barehanded, but ball was bouncing pretty well. Hayes picks up the infield knock.
Yeah, nothing to challenge there. As Freddie Fermin stands in. To center, Buxton coming in will make the catch for the first out. As Hayes back to first. Hayes had that lengthy at bat, 9 pitches, and then Fermin jumping on the first pitch, flies out.
First pitch sinker off the end, and Buxton able to track it down for out number 1. That'll bring Jake to the plate.
He was a strikeout victim in the 3rd, went swinging. Lewis holding on Hayes at first base. Count evens are 1-1.
Hey, Will Walsh has been pretty good at that pitch below the zone that's just missing. I don't think he's called one yet. I think that may be why you're not seeing the ABS challenges.
That seems to be a problem area for umpires.
Down.
Low, down. That's the majority of them, I think.
Makes sense though, right? You see their stance where they're at. It makes sense that the top of the zone is a little bit easier to see than the bottom of the zone. And with these pitchers and their framing, it almost makes it impossible. Again, he started Jake off with a sinker, and then he's proceeded to go slider, slider, slider after that, and he's falling behind 3-1.
He's in the lead. Shoots it foul off to the left, out of play.
There's that sinker again in on the hands.
Well, previous 3 seasons, 112 2/3. This year he has been taxed. Runner goes, the pitch is low, and that is ball 4. So down to first with the free pass goes Cronenworth. The second walk handed out by Prelip of his outing.
You can kind of calculate how that happened as we look at Fernando since the All-Star break. The thing that pops off the screen is he's spreading the baseball around all over the field. See the 10 homers. That's been an uptick for him. But this is the Fernando Tatis Jr. we expected.
Pete Mackey, the pitching coach, has headed to the mound to talk to Prelip.
Just going back to that last at bat, he threw Jake a 3-2 heater. You look who's on deck. Probably why he got a 3-2 heater. Probably didn't want to walk another runner on before Toddy came to the plate, but he missed, and so now first and second for Fernando Tatis Jr.
Who doubled his last time up. 1 for 2 tonight. That was one of the 5 hits put together by the Padres.
He has been exceptional with runners in scoring position. 361 on the year. To me, this is when he's done his best work.
First sinker right there.
First pitch sinker. Pattern thereafter has been spin. See how he goes here. 0-1.
Change up. And the count evens 1-1 here to Fernando. 70 pitches down for Prelude.
Toddy hit a hanging breaking ball his last at bat. See if that scares Prelip off of it.
Curveball. Ball 2. No action in the pen. 71 pitches deep. It's had 1-1-2-3 inning, otherwise traffic in every other inning. On the ground right side and right center field base hit. Here comes Hayes around. He will score to put the Padres on top 3-2. Nando driving in the go-ahead run.
I mean, what a beautiful piece of hitting by Fernando Tatis Jr. It's a sinker rolling down and away. He does not try to pull it, just stays on this baseball and hits it hard through the right side. That is a thing of beauty right there. Clemens with the dive, he comes up short. RBI single for Toddy.
Padres back on top, and now a liner into left field for a base hit. Cronenworth will score. Padres have their 2-run lead back again. Luis Rengifo driving in the 4th run for San Diego.
What's new? Luis Rengifo seems to be in the middle of these rallies quite often. Off the end with the slider. First pitch breaking ball, actually got in on his hands, but able to find some outfield grass. Padres lead 4-2.
First and second with 1 out for Manny Machado. Fernando hit 110 exit velo. Hardest hit ball of the game.
It's been hitting balls like that pretty much the last 2 weeks.
In fact, all 3 of his contact had been over 100. This is to right center. Around from second base comes Tatis. He will score. Manny Machado drives in a run. Padres lead at 5-2.
Right now it's a party at Petco Park. Just another piece of professional hitting, this time by Manny Machado. Again, sinker, down and away. You aren't seeing these guys try to pull it. Stays on it, beautiful, through the right side.
Dirt Can presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel. First and third. Ty France has been on twice. A 2-run home run in the first. A walk in the 4th inning. To right field, and Keyshaw moves back to make the catch. Tagging at third is Rengifo. He will score. Tagging at second is Machado. He's in safely. Padres take a 6-2 lead. Sac fly for Ty France.
Simply doing his job. Got a breaking ball up that he could drive. And indeed he does it. Puts this ball just short of the warning track. Smart base running by Manny, too. Recognized that Keyshaw was on his back foot, took it full advantage, moving in the scoring position.
Now Jackson Merrill trying to join the party. There is action in the pen as Travis Adams first up for the Twins. He's not been up that long. This has happened very quickly to Prelude. Schultz it down the left field line foul. Slicing back into a sea of San Diegans.
Prelude jumps out ahead 0-2 here on Jackson with a couple fastballs.
Didn't go. They check with third base umpire Chad Whitson. Jackson Merrill, the 8th member of the Padres, to bat here in the 5th. 4 runs so far. This game was tied 2-2 coming into this inning. Now 6-2 San Diego looking for more. And a swing and a miss from Merrill, who strikes out to end the inning, but the damage has been done. Well, some big hits in the inning, and it starts with Fernando. Base hit to right center field. Rengifo driving in a run. Ty France and Manny Machado contributing.
Your fridge, no wait time.
6-2. Padres have the lead over the Minnesota Twins as we enter the 6th inning. Today's scoreboard is brought to you by UC San Diego Health. Well, Padres members can now renew their 2027 season ticket membership to lock in the best value and access for next season. Learn more or renew today by visiting Padres.com/2027 renewal. Well, it is on here to the 6th inning, top of the order. And now Vasquez has a 4-run lead with which to work. The Padres on top 6-2. A liner to center. Merrill from right center to left center for out number 1.
I think the beautiful thing about having the offense humming the way it is that it buys some room for the starting pitchers. If the Padres don't score those runs, he's likely out of this ball game. And the 4-run cushion allows Stammen to send him back out, buys his bullpen a little bit more time. And that's the thing that has kind of been hidden in this offensive production here since the break. All the starters are benefiting from it.
And as a result, we've seen a lot more quality starts coming from that starting staff.
That's right.
We've seen all year.
Sometimes the rotation wasn't afforded the opportunity to get a quality start because there was just no room for error, and you have such a good bullpen. Why risk it?
And the addition of those guys
certainly helps.
And Ray and Mize have certainly helped some things. Next pitch will be 70 for Randy Vasquez. And again, these Twins have been very aggressive. He's got 11 outs on 3 pitches or fewer. They're going up there swinging the bat against Randy Vasquez.
It's all good when you're getting hits, but if you're not, turning it into an easier night for whoever's on the bump.
Quick outs.
Yeah.
To short, and Bogarts. 2 down. 6 in a row retired by Randy Vasquez. Has 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Here's the breakdown. The 4th inning, 21 pitches. The hardest he's worked, and it was the inning in which he gave up the 2 runs that the Twins have.
It's kind of been like the thing for the Padres rotation. There's like one bad inning in there for each of them, and it was the 4th for Vasquez tonight.
Josh Bell, who really has been well traveled. The Twins are his 7th different team. On the ground to the backhand, Cronenworth for out number 3. Another quick inning for Randy Vasquez. 5.5 done, 6-2 San Diego. Padres baseball is brought to you by Prize Picks. Win cash while watching sports, the official daily fantasy partner of the Padres. And by Jack in the Box, Jack's new Philly-style bonus Jack combo. Shaved steak, grilled onions and peppers, and melty cheese starting at $5.99. The Padres having some fun tonight on top 6-2, out hitting the Twins 8-2. As we move to the home half of the 6th inning. Sent 8 men to the plate in the 5th, scored 4 times. Prelip is back out there. Didn't look like he was going to get out of the 5th, but he does, and he starts the 6th. Now 82 pitches deep into his outing. Travis Adams up in the pen last inning. It was a 29-pitch 5th inning for Prelip. Oh, we got our first ABS.
Yes.
Powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch is a strike. Minnesota has 2 challenges remaining.
So he was right. Catcher Ryan Jeffers thought it was a strike. He's correct. It's 0-2 now to Xander Bogaerts, leading it off in the 6th inning. Pitch 85 coming up here for Prelip. Bogaerts, Hayes, and Fermin scheduled here in the 6th inning. Grounded down to third base, and Brooks Lee will throw out Xander Bogaerts for the first out of the inning. Let's look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. Going to be cruising in San Diego again.
Yeah, it is. So nice to be back home.
One down in the inning for Austin Hayes. So Hayes' 9-pitch AB in the 5th was his longest of the season.
Got the party going for the Padres in that 5th.
Yeah, he worked the infield hit. He called it a swinging bunt. Really was.
Perfect. Couldn't have rolled it out there any better.
Going to score 4 runs. Total of 4 hits that inning and a walk mixed in.
And this is why the Padres signed Austin, though, is to hammer these left-handed pitchers. 350 on the year.
Got the arms out of the way, but it's the top of the zone for a strike. 96 on the fastball.
First one Austin seen in this at bat.
With Freddie Fermin waiting on deck for San Diego. Center field, and Byron Buxton will make the catch route number 2 with the 6th. It's now 4 in a row retired by Prelip. Padres fans, vote for the banana pudding. Fill in your ballpark bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try these bites in stadium. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Have you had the pudding bites before? I have not.
Is that like a tournament style food thing?
I think so.
I'm gonna have to get my phone out.
Two down here in the 6th inning from Mean. His 3rd plate appearance. Flied out twice to center.
Good curveball there. Right up below the zone, underneath the hands. Moves the count to 1-2. Travis Adams begins to get loose in that Twin bullpen.
Fouls it off to the right, out of play. Battle continues with 2 down here in the 6th. Base is empty. Evens up 2-2. Pitches by inning for Prelip. The fifth inning was a long inning, 29 pitches. Padres scored 4 runs. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. A 1-2-3 sixth inning for Prelip. As we head to the 7th with the Padres on top 6-2.
Only at Subway.
6-2. Padres have lead over the Twins. We get ready for the 7th inning. Here's a look at our drone cam presented by Big Bully Turf. A beautiful night in San Diego. It's game 1 of a 3-game series, Padres and Twins. And the Padres jumping out to the 6-2 lead, and Randy Vasquez, who's retired 7 in a row, looking to get a quality start. Last time San Diego had 5 consecutive quality starts. Going to go back to July 19th through the 25th, 2024. And 6 straight quality starts at the time. Vasquez right now, 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and 2 strikeouts as he starts this 7th inning.
I love that Craig Stanton sending it back out.
He's completed 7 innings once this season. Back on April 21st at Colorado at Coors Field. That's pretty amazing.
Right, to one place.
Yeah, of all places.
Now, this is going to be a short leash. It's like Bradley Rodriguez getting loose in the bullpen for the Pods.
Pitch 75 for Vasquez. I think he went. Yeah, he did. Chad Fairchild, first base umpire, said he offered. Bradley Rodriguez, as mentioned, up in the pen. Peppers a foul off to the right out of play.
A rip at the heater. Look at the percentages of what Randy's doing, how he's using his repertoire. It's about on par what we normally see from him.
2-2 pitch. And a ground ball right side as Cronenworth slides to his left and throws him out first out of the inning. And now a quick word from Prize Picks.
Cash in on all the sports action with Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on a few player stats for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Prize Picks. Download the app today.
We're talking about 7 innings and Padres starters. The Padres starting pitcher has only completed 7 innings 3 times this season. We mentioned Vasquez doing it at Coors Field. The other 2 times, Michael King.
Yeah.
That's it. Wow.
And when you think about it, Padres have been without 2 of their main starters for the most part all season.
3 times, by the way, is the fewest in Major League Baseball. The Diamondbacks have done it 24 times.
It's a healthy rotation versus a non-healthy rotation.
And strike 3 gets him looking. 9 in a row retired by Vasquez. Picks up his 3rd K of the night.
Right at the bottom of the zone. 4-seam heater. Right where the Furminator asked for it.
Now Royce Lewis 0 for 2. Pops it up. back in our general direction.
Only the 85th pitch coming here for Randy. 56 strikes, only 28 balls.
Line foul out ahead.
Hung that sweeper, but Lewis can't keep it fair. Quickly ahead 0-2.
Popped up. Foul ground. Ty France for mean. Ty France will make the catch. 10 in a row retired by Vasquez, who gets through 7 tonight in San Diego. Padres have a 6-2 lead.
Randy Vasquez had an awesome night. 7 innings of work, and you know, he did it being in the zone. Get some early help from his defense. Ty France with a nice play, but that's really all he needed from that point on. Good change up here to get Larnach, and another good sinker there for Culpepper. A terrific night, as I said, for Randy Vasquez. 7 innings of work, no walks. I think that's the key number for him. He had no walks, only the 3 punches, but he used the defense behind him. Looks like his night's going to come to an end, but what a terrific night for Randy Vasquez.
Really good.
I mean, 87 pitches. That's as economical as you're going to get.
And then finished it by retiring the last 10 Twins that he faced. As you mentioned, no walks, 3 Ks. New pitcher on now for the Twins as Travis Adams takes over. As Jake Cronenworth leads it off here in the 7th. Travis Adams had been warming up for the better part of 3 innings.
Look at his numbers on the season. 30th appearance, 3-0 with a 5.63 ERA. Opponents hitting .250.
That's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. Start things here in the 7th inning. Most bullpen ERA since August the 6th. Padres at 2.23, and then the Twins 2.81. Leading the way, though, the Brewers 1.60 their pen since August 6th.
Battle of the bullpens.
Yep.
It's kind of how these teams are built at this point.
Fernando takes the strike. He was kind of getting out of the way of that and ends up getting in there for a strike. 2-hit night, 2 for 3. Driving in a run with his base hit in the 5th. Wandy Peralta is up in the Padres pen. We've seen Kyle Hart, Bradley Rodriguez, and now it's Wandy.
One of the luxuries of having Jake hitting in that 9 spot against lefties is he's found ways to get on base. 2 walks today in front of this guy who's swinging a bat high. Seems as though Rengifo will hit at the bottom when there's a righty on the mound, and Jake hits at the bottom when there's a lefty on the mound to start the game.
Line to left field, a base hit for Fernando. His third hit of the night. Cronenworth will take second. The first two Padres have reached here in the seventh.
Another breaking ball, looked like. And Toddy right now not really missing anything. It's a changeup. That's short to it and long through it right there. Bullet in the left. First and second for Luis Rengifo.
2 on, nobody out. And Rengifo has had a 2-hit night already and a run batted in. There's a grounder down to first base. To second for one, back to first. It's not in time. And they do get Fernando 3-6 on the force side at second base, getting the middleman, but Rengifo will reach at first, and Cronenworth will take third.
Adams couldn't quite find the bag as see Toddy try to distract Lewis there. Able to get the force at second, but Adam was searching for that bag with his foot.
Minnesota challenging the safe call at first base.
Oh, okay. They're challenging the first base safe call.
At least from our vantage point, it looked like he was trying to find the bag. Get our first look. He's on it there. Is he on it?
Don't know. Might have been there, though.
There. He's definitely on it there, but.
Manager's challenge brought to you by Mazda.
I think this is oof, that's close. Now remember, the call on the field is safe.
Got to be enough to overturn it. We'll see.
They have been pretty stern in that. It needs to be an obvious change for them to overturn the call. Crew chief Bill Miller waiting on the word.
He wasn't, but then he was. But it's just a matter of where and when.
Right.
He's not there, but he might be there.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Minnesota will retain their challenge.
3-6-1 on the DP. The third double play turned by the Twins tonight.
I guess they saw enough in the angles that they seen that it was clear.
Well, Manny Machado with a base runner at third and Cronenworth. But now 2 down in the inning. Out ahead.
Padres taking some good hacks really throughout this good ball game. Ball was middle. And that's just a matter of just being a click out in front of that slider. Pretty sure that's not where Adams wants that pitch.
Popped up shallow right as Clemens goes out and makes the catch. And Manny seems to be grimacing there after that. 6-2, Padres have the lead.
Edward Jones.
Welcome back to Petco Park, where Padres lead the Twins 6-2 in the top of the 8th. Mary Lou's Cook here. I'll be joined by Mike Pomerantz on the Padres post-game show. Randy Vasquez able to go pretty deep into this one. We're going to tell you about something that he did differently tonight that may have allowed him to be particularly efficient. We're also going to hear from a hero of the game, and you know we are scoreboard watching, so we'll give you an update on where everything's shaken out in the National League wildcard standings, and of course we'll hear from the manager Craig Stammen, all coming up after the last out, guys.
All right, Mary Lou, thanks very much. As we get to this 8th inning, Manny Machado back out there, so apparently whatever he did, he is okay. They did check on him after he came off, and something with his hand perhaps. I don't know. Hit towards the end of the bat, I don't know. We'll see.
And they were going to have to strap him down in order to keep him out of this ball game.
Bradley Rodriguez takes over and swing of the first pitch. is Larnick, a two-hopper. He is out number 1 of the 8th. So this was after the swing for Manny Machado. So was towards the end of the bat.
Slider off the end.
I didn't know if he was grabbing his side or it was the hand, but I guess they were looking at the hand is what they were looking at in the dugout in between innings.
Braglay's numbers on the year: 53rd appearance, 3-2 with a 2.08 ERA. Opponent's hitting .204 on the season.
That is a fair ball. It is retrieved by France, and over is Braglay for the out.
And you kind of mentioned it earlier. The first pitch hacks, for the Twins have certainly played in the favor of the Padres pitching staff.
Up in the last 23 appearances for Rodriguez, 24 total innings, a 1.88 ERA. Opponent hitting at just 180. The whip under 1, 6 walks, 31 Ks. He's allowed just 1 earned run over his last 10 outings. And that spans 11 innings.
Oh, by the way, he's doing that in some different roles, pitching in some higher leverage innings, including the closer spot on that last road trip.
His first career save.
To me, that's the true testament of a deep bullpen, right? And you sit out your top 2 guys. In that case, it was Mortenhone and Miller, and you're able to cover the last 3 innings as if they're in the game. That's a deep bullpen. And that was on a night where he could have gone to either of those guys, or he couldn't go to either of those guys because they had been used the previous day.
Swing and a miss, and an impressive inning of relief for Rodriguez. A 6-pitch inning, 2 groundouts, a strikeout. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 San Diego.
Choose Pacifica.
Braglay Rodriguez with a strikeout last inning, an impressive 1-2-3 inning on 6 pitches. As the Padres have a 6-2 lead, it's time now for our top pitch speeds powered by Snapdragon. Yep, Braglay right up there, the top 3, 97.7, 97.6, and 97.5.
It's a little low today, I must say.
Yep, took a little off.
It's usually in the 99, 100 range.
Mentioned 6 pitches. They were all strikes, by the way, no balls.
I'd say that's a good day's work.
This time Francis had a good day's work. He's got a 2-run home run, a walk, and a sac fly. Driven in 3 of the 6 Padres runs tonight. Another inning for Adams with Taylor Rogers up in the pen. It's former Padre Taylor Rogers. Let's get him and his identical brother mixed up. Tyler.
We had the left-hander.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right.
France, Merrill, and Bogarts here in the bottom of the 8th. Is ball 4. What do we got here?
So walking down to listen to Stam talk, scrum, and Ty walked up to me and he had this gift for me. He said, "I got something for you," and it says Tony Gwynn bat. He does one every year, wow. But I tell you, Victus, they killed this one.
That is awesome.
See the face right there? Pretty sweet, I must say.
That is really awesome. We have got a pitching change. Leadoff walk. We'll step aside. 6-2 Padres.
That tastes as good as the moment you're living. Choose yellow. Choose Pacifico.
6-2, Padres have lead over the Twins. We're in the midst here of the bottom of the 8th. Well, become a future Padres season ticket member by adding your name to the Padres on Deck membership waitlist. Waitlist members receive priority access to postseason tickets as well as 2027 memberships. Learn more at padres.com/waitlist. Leadoff walk for Ty France brings former Padre into the game, Taylor Rogers. Padres closer at one point.
Look at the numbers for Taylor on the year. 53rd appearance, 6-3, 4.93 ERA. Opponents hitting .285 on the season.
Line to right field. Keyshaw moves over and makes the catch to retire Merrill for the first out here of the 8th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
I noticed, was it last homestand? You shredded a piece of paper.
I ripped it. Yeah. That happens.
You look befuddled after you did it, too.
Yes, well, I feel badly because then I have to go reprint another card for tomorrow. Creates a lot of work for the producers.
But you're still snapping it, though.
Well, I'm not going to change my game. You know, I mean, I'll get over it. You know, I mean, the moment passed very quickly. I didn't care. Like 3 seconds later.
At least you're honest, man. I love that.
No, I really didn't care. I thought about it. You know what? I don't care. So Mason Miller is up along with Wandy Peralta in the pen. Rogers missing high. 2-1 here to Xander Bogaerts with Ty France at first and one away. Outfield pretty much straight away here on Xander, who tonight has struck out, grounded into a DP, and grounded out to third. Full count now. Sweeper from Rogers. Ty France at first, walking for the second time tonight. Swing and a miss, and Bogaerts strikes out.
Doubled up on the sweeper there. Back-to-back sweepers to finish. Xander. This one will be out and around.
Dirt Camp presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel. So Rogers 85 career saves in his major league career, 28 here as a member of the Padres.
He got off to a good start as the Padre closer and then just hit a real rough patch.
In the air, down the left field line, headed foul.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the same year they would eventually acquire Josh Hader at the deadline. It's been a while, but
yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. All seem to run together. It doesn't seem like that long ago that Kirby Yates was.
Yeah, no kid.
Racking up 42 saves here. Brad Hand. Swing and a miss, and Hayes down on strikes to end the inning. We are going to the 9th in San Diego. The Padres enjoy a 6-2 lead. Ooh. High drive, deep left field for Ty France. Larnach is back, he is looking up, and it is long gone. Viva la France! On the ground right side into right center field base hit. Here comes Hayes around. He will score to put the Padres on top 3-2. This is to right center. Around from second base comes Tatis. He will score.
Right now it's a party at Petco Park.
It's been a party. This party's going into the 9th inning. 44,293 friends with us tonight. It is the 51st sellout of the year. And here's a friend, the Reaper, into the game. It's 102.
Look at the numbers. I mean, listen, Keyshawn getting it ready for the heater. It's kind of how it has to be.
Look out. Slider. Backed up. Almost got him. Whoa. That's uncomfortable.
We're just happy that it's a slider.
Yeah, fastball gets him.
You may not have that much time to move on a heater.
No. Slider was at 88.
Ooh. That is borderline unfair.
His ranks. A lot of first. Struck him out. Out number 1 of the 9th inning.
Just not a whole lot you can do with that slider. Mr. Snappy. Keyshawn well out in front for the punch.
So sometimes there's just not a lot of saves, and that's part of the reason that he's fourth in saves. And he's been in this situation a lot. This is the 7th time he has entered with a 4-run lead or more.
Got to get him some work.
And that's the case each time.
Got to get him some work.
He's been a couple days without working, so. It's a nice way to finish the game, though, you know.
Here the Twins thinking, oh, it's a 4-run lead. We probably won't see Miller.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just dominant. I mean, 16 appearances. He's allowed 1 run in 16 2/3 innings. 0.54 ERA. And he struck out 29 of 63 batters in that span.
Strike 2. Slider.
Oof. 104. And you know the crazy part about watching Mason now is this isn't even the best version of himself. Early in the season he was coming and he was a walking immaculate inning waiting to happen. But this is still just as dominant.
Struck him out. 103 to get it done. 2 down in the 9th. So he struck out Keyshawn. He strikes out Buxton. And now Josh Bell's coming up.
That is high-level gas.
103.1 to be exact. On the ground, down the first baseline, foul. Diving went France, but a foul ball.
I think that's the way you have to attack Mace. You got to pick one, whether it's the slider or the fastball, and just concede if it's the other. Because you're not going up there being able to handle both. You're just not.
So you're guessing? You're just swinging.
You're swinging. So you might as well pick one and try to ride it out. There's a changeup, by the way, that he very rarely throws.
$44,293. Stand is won at Petco Park in San Diego. Ball 3 and a challenge.
Catcher's challenge in the ball.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. I think this was a ball.
Can't take them with you. Indeed it was.
Calls confirm the pitch is a ball. San Diego has 1 challenge remaining.
Grounded foul, full count. For the faithful, stand as one. Bell gets a piece, stays alive. Jeffers. 3-2 here to Bell. Fouled off to the left on play. Josh Bell battling. 8th pitch coming up. Been anywhere from 104 to 88. Struck him out and the Padres win. Strikes out the side. It's the 8th time that he was struck out the side in order this season. And the Padres take game 1 of the series. Yeah, able to strike out Keyshaw, then Buxton, and then he gets Bell. It was a bit of a battle, but in the end he gets him. It'll be the 9th win of the year for Randy Vasquez, who was spectacular tonight. Vasquez goes 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 3. He's victorious. So are the Padres. Once again, our final score: the Padres 6, the Twins 2. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Tony Gwynn Jr. and Mary Lou's Cook, I'm Don Orsillo. Stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.